Tune in to Real Estate and Money every Tuesday afternoon from 2:30 to 3 here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Join your hosts Violetta Strash with John L. Scott Kent North and Tina Lombard with Guaranteed Rate Affinity. They'll help you navigate the waters of our volatile real estate market and offer you some guidance on how to make your hard-earned money work to make your dreams come true. Learn about current trends, get tips on financial matters, and have fun, interactive discussions about your home inside and out. That's Real Estate and Money.
Hi, I'm Paul Pearson of StarTime. Did you know that back in the 9th century, Rainier Avenue Radio was the host of the first annual Gregorian chant-off? Man, that was tight. Well, times have changed and so have we. Now you can hear all the great Rainier Avenue Radio shows on our mobile app for Android and iPhone. It's completely free on the Google Play Store and the iPhone App Store. The Rainier Avenue Radio app.
The beat of the Fox with nastiness is back on K-Fox Night Beat.
Yo, what's the deal? It's the legendary Hall of Fame DJ Mixmaster Ice from UTFO.
What's up? Who do you thought this is? This is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And this is Terry Lewis.
And I'm Grand Mixer GMS.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Third Degree.
This is JJ Hudson from the High Children family.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
That's my noise.
Peace.
Did you know there's an easy way to keep yourself and your loved ones healthy? COVID vaccines are safe and a proven way to keep your family out of the hospital and enjoying life. Let's show our love to those around us. Get your free COVID vaccine today. If you haven't had a COVID shot since September, you're due for a booster. At NeighborCare Health, we are here for you. For more information about COVID vaccines and all of your health needs, visit neighborcare.org/vaccines.
This is Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Every time you play so smooth, makes me wanna groove, but she says groove. Every time you play so smooth, makes me wanna groove.
We're live every Friday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on www.rainieravenueradio.world, your community radio station. You can also listen to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch TV, and of course, the Rainier Avenue Radio app. We feature interviews with people that provide services or have valuable information for seniors, their family, and the community. Do you need financial documents notarized? Are you in need of documents read to you for clarity or completion? Call me, Brenda, at Black Orchid Notary, 206-683-2636. Tell me where, I'll meet you there. Well, I'm really excited because we're doing something a little different today. I'm in the front of the studio with my special guest, Mark Bryant. He is a former world and 3-time Washington State champion power lifter and a martial artist. He also connects with seniors because he has worked hard his whole life to accommodate, adjust to, and stave off injury and limitations. And he's going to show us how we can keep ourselves healthy and strong. Welcome to the show, Mark.
Thank you.
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well.
It's good to see you again. I'm excited because I've been wanting to do something like this for a while, and I chatted with Mark, and he said, yeah, let's do it. So we're in the front of the studio, and Mark is going to show us some of the chair-type exercises that we can do if we've had an injury or if we're just not wanting to go out in public and be in the health clubs, that we can still keep fit. So, Mark, tell us a little bit about your background and what motivated you to get into this.
Oh, wow. My background, I've been in the fitness since age 12.
Wow.
And I always wanted to do fitness, so, that was my main thing, and it's still my main thing. I'm an exercise therapist now.
Ah.
And so I've been involved in teaching senior fitness for, a long time, almost over 18 years.
Wow, because I know that you teach a class or classes at the Southeast Southeast Seattle Senior Center. That is such a mouthful.
Yeah,
But it's a wonderful group. But So I took a couple classes because I just wanted to see what is it you really do.
Right.
I mean, I hear a lot about you. Your students love you. So can you just break it down a little bit to my audience as to what happens in one of those classes?
Well, so
and what's it, and actually what it's for?
It's a senior program. They normally have 2 senior programs, Enhanced Fitness and Silver Sneakers. And so both programs are geared for senior exercises. And it's a combination of aerobics, strength training, stretching, like that.
Okay.
And it could be for people who are standing, or if they have to sit, they can sit, but still get the same benefits. So everyone works out at their own pace. They're different, whatever level they're on. So
that's great.
It's not trying to keep up. It's just what you can do, because everyone has limitations.
It's not like, what is that? Gym? No, what's that exercise where you're moving really fast? And it's great music.
Zumba.
Zumba.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. No, it isn't.
I
like
tried that. That didn't work well for me.
Yeah, it's not like that. No, you can do this. It's pretty low key. Just sit down in a chair and just move your leg, move your arm. Something simple.
So I know besides doing Enhanced Fitness, which was started by the Seattle-based Senior Services and in partnership with Seniors for Disease Control and Prevention Arthritis Senior
I think
Services.
it was also University of Washington had a play in it.
And that was coming.
Right. Okay.
And developed by the University of Washington Health Promotion Research Center and Group Health Cooperative. So, I mean, that's a lot of people concerned about the healthiness of seniors and just anyone else that they're not motivated enough to just maybe put on a pair of sneakers and go out and walk.
Right.
Or maybe they can't. And especially if it's a rainy day, which we get so few of those.
Yeah.
Then you can
yeah, we do. We always sunshine.
Always.
No, right, whatever. Not.
But just tell us how do we get in the mindset first off? And then once we get that mindset, how can we do it? In fact, I'll let you answer the first part. And then the second part, I want you to show us. And I'll even participate with you on this.
Okay. I think the first thing that people have to realize is when you hear the word exercise, don't make things up in your head, because it's probably not what you're thinking about or whatever images you have in your head. Exercise is, simply marching in place, sitting down, moving your feet, just marching in place, like walking in place. That would be a form of exercise. Rotating your wrist, that's a form of exercise, believe me. And one of the things you have to realize, these exercises are simple, but they're very effective. The first thing you have to learn to do is what I call joint mobility exercise. Simply means moving every joint in the body.
Okay.
Because what we're trying to do by doing that is release what we call synovial fluid within the joints to help the joints move easier. And at the same time, that synovial fluid is nutrients to the bone college.
So it's something
and bone
like
itself,
grease.
and bone itself. Yeah.
It's oiling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we don't want to say grease or oil, but it's something like that. Just to give you an idea. But
lubricating. Lubricating.
Yeah, exactly. Lubrication. And that synovial fluid is nutrient to the bone and to the college of the bone. So it's very important to do the joint mobility exercise for that reason. And then, of course, move the muscles to get the blood flowing through the muscles. So very, very important. And it's simple. So if you just do your wrist, if you do your ankle, you turn your head slowly side to side, shoulder rotation forward and backwards, that's going to be a big benefit to you, believe it or not. That will be a huge benefit. And so it's not as strenuous or complicated as you may think. You don't have to sweat and be tired and out of breath. That's not it.
Do we still have to drink water?
Yeah, you have to stay hydrated. You
Okay.
have to stay,
I have my bottle.
Yeah, water. I don't know what you got in the
This is water.
Oh, it's colored water. Excuse me.
Honestly.
Drink your water. It's very important. Stay hydrated, all right? Take sips and sips like that, then you'll be fine. But start off slowly. Everyone's fitness level is different. So wherever you are at, just start from there. And if you never exercised before, you definitely want to start off slowly. And I'll be honest with you, I would probably go maximum 15 minutes max.
Oh, that sounds good.
Because it can really, you don't want to push yourself too hard too soon, because it can actually hurt you. Even though exercise is supposed to help you, you're going to actually wind up getting yourself into trouble. So approach it carefully and slowly.
So how many times do I have to do this? How many repetitions?
Your shoulders? You're rotating? Is that what you're doing?
Well, all of it. Okay, so I'm doing my shoulders. So how many reps of shoulders do I need?
Oh, well, it all
going-
depends. You can do 5 one way and 5 rotation the other way, or 10.
Okay, and then add my head in
Now,
there.
the head you have to be extremely careful of.
Okay.
Because people tend to do this. They tend to go real fast. Don't do that. Just do it slowly one way and then slowly the other way. That's all you have to do.
So I can do 5 reps of these.
Yeah. And then you can look down towards the chest and then look straight ahead. Come all right. Don't throw the head back. Just look forward and then come down again. Yeah. And that's what you do.
Oh, this is easy.
Now you have to be careful about the head going down and up because some people
dizzy.
Because they're on medications which can get them
Right.
dizzy. And if you do that, and you may try and stand and wind up getting dizzy and falling. So you have to be very careful about that. So the main thing to do, even though I'll be showing you some exercises, if you're new at it or you haven't, you haven't done it in a long time or never, you definitely got to get your physician's approval first.
That is very key. And I'm not going to say any more on that. That is very true. So what else can we throw out here to our wonderful audience? Well, diseases. A lot of diseases and disabilities are disabling, I should say, conditions are associated with aging, but really it isn't, is it? I mean, because if we're working out, we're putting youth and life back into our bodies. And so, I mean, we won't be like we were in our 20s, mind you.
No, we won't be like that.
Not doing these exercises, but we'll have a more positive attitude, wanting to maybe read more, maybe even get out and walk.
Well, the thing about, a lot of seniors have hypertension, which is high blood pressure. Some may have diabetes type 2. Lots have osteoporosis, that fragile bone type of disease. They have that. So it's not like you can't exercise with hypertension or diabetes type 2 or osteoporosis. You just got to approach it carefully. And it will help you improve. You can develop bone density with exercising if you have osteoporosis, and particularly if you have osteopenia. That's the mild one before osteoporosis. So if you have osteopenia, you have a greater chance of developing bone density and avoiding getting osteoporosis.
Oh, that's interesting. I never heard that.
Yeah, so that's very, very important. Hypertension, you can still exercise too. We know when you're on the blood pressure medication, that can hike up that heart rate some. So you need to be very careful. You have to monitor that and not overdo it. So you have to be very careful about that. But there are things you can do to improve your health with having hypertension. And diabetes type 2, that's just a matter of having a nutritious meal plan and exercising reasonably. That's how that goes.
And desserts in moderation?
I'm not going to tell you about desserts. Brenda can tell you about that. I'm not going to say that.
I love it.
No, that's not going to come out of my mouth.
Well, one thing I want to talk about too, though, before we get into our exercises,
Right.
How do we reduce our risk of falling?
Okay, that's a good question. And I know for a fact, seniors, one of the main, and matter of fact, we were trying to figure out why a lot of them don't want to exercise, is because of the fear of falling. And so that comes through exercise. If you exercise and you strengthen your leg muscles, particularly the leg muscles, that will prevent you from falling. So you have to strengthen your leg muscles, get them strong, and also work on balance. The two exercises will really make a big difference in you falling less or not falling at all.
That's wonderful. And I think also there are classes out that can help with stabilization too. So if you are in starting a fall, how you can kind of regain your balance.
Well, interesting enough, you have to practice balancing exercises. One of my seniors told me today that she fell some time ago, but did not get hurt and was able to get up because I taught them how to get off the floor in case they fall. And so she was able to get up properly, and she gave credit to her exercises because it helped stay strong with the muscles and bones.
Well, I guess I should have taken your class because I did have a fall recently, and that's when I was talking about stabilizing. I was falling backwards, and I couldn't get my balance. But I mean, I traveled some distance before I actually fell.
Wow.
And I was reaching out, and there was nothing to
Trying to find.
And then when I hit the floor, my wrist and arm hit the floor first. And then what I didn't realize, there was a stool behind me with a metal ring and, what do they call it? Run, whatever. And my head hit that.
Oh, no.
And so, but I did remember to roll over.
Okay.
Once it all happened, but it was really scary.
Yeah.
Because I had no control. And that even made me think about you more.
That's the thing about when seniors fall, especially if they live alone. Sometimes they're down for hours, sometimes they're down for days.
Right.
So this is really more reason why you should try to get into some sort of exercise program and just develop yourself slowly over time. It's particularly if you live alone, because I always tell seniors in class, one of the things I try to get them to do, why I'm trying to get them to exercise the way I want them to exercise, is so they can regain their independence. That's very, very important. And it's very true if you live alone. You definitely want to have some sort of independence where you can get up, go into the next room and come back, or maybe go down to the store, corner down the block and come back. You want to be able to at least get up from a chair and sit back down. And we know in many places in the home where you have to sit, I say no more. You want to be able to do that on your own.
And I think one of the things too that we have to be careful about, no matter what age you are really, are things like throw rugs.
Yeah,
there's a certain generation that loves throw rugs.
I just mentioned that in my earlier show today, and I said don't exercise on throw rugs because you can slip easily. So you have to be very careful about that. Be careful about walking around on a rug and flip-flops because they can make you fall too. You just got to be very careful about things, There's a lot of safety precautions in and out of the home. Grab bars in the home, grab bars in the bathroom, etc. Well-lit hallways, etc. Well-lit stairs as you're coming up to your home, whatever. Things like that. So there's a lot of precautions. But one of the things that get you out of that trouble is indeed exercise. Exercise will help you, and again, it will certainly prevent you from falling if you do it on a regular basis.
I just had a thought. A friend of mine, she's unfortunately deceased now, but she had a fall, and she was in a nursing care, and so I went to visit her.
Right.
And the one thing that she complained about was the fact that she said she always wore these beautiful high heels.
Oh, no.
Beautiful high heels. And so when I came to see her, she was kind of grumpy. And I said, what's wrong? She said, they have me in these tennis shoes. What am I going to do with these tennis shoes? I want my heels. I said, but hon, you can't wear your heels anymore. That time has come where you have to have stability. You have to have flat tennis shoes. But I said, they have cute ones. And I saw an ad for blingy ones.
Right.
So I'm going to order some. But anyway.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we just got to give it up.
Yeah. There's certain things just unfortunately you can't have anymore. You got to be careful. You got to think about your health first.
Absolutely.
Let's
do
still
some
be
exercises.
beautiful. Don't worry about it. Think about your health first, okay?
You'll be beautiful anyway.
Right.
Let's
so
do some
what am I going to show them? What is it?
Well, how about the standing up and the sitting down,
Okay.
like from the chair?
Right. We call that a chair squat. So let's see if I can do this. Brenda will probably tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, you want to do this with me? Let's see. We're going to give it a shot.
Well, I'm going to see if I can do it too. But I'll tell them what you're doing.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we want to sit forward a little bit away from the back of the chair.
Okay.
And there's a couple of ways to do it. One, I'm just going to stand up and sit back down. The other way, I'm going to place my hands on my thighs to assist myself as I stand up and sit down. All right. And then I'll tell you ways to find that chair in case you worry about missing it. All right. So first, I'm going to just do a regular stand up and sit. Hopefully, I can do that. I've been exercising all day. Let's give it a shot here. So here, leaning forward, up. And then you're going to hips out and sit back down.
Okay.
So that's how you do it. You lean forward, stand up. And then as you sit back down, hips back and sit back in the chair. That's how you do that one. Now you can also assist yourself getting up with your hands on your thighs, and I'll show you this. Here, push, and then help yourself back down.
Okay.
So now Brenda's going to have her hands on her thighs.
Yep.
And as she leans forward with her torso, she's going to push up.
Oh.
And then she's going to keep her hands on her thighs and help herself down slowly.
And
Perfect.
still staying near the end of the chair versus further back.
Yeah, not
so-
too close to the end. But
Because
yeah.
then it might fall off.
Right. But yeah, and so if you do that exercise alone, that's one of the research and statistics. One of the things they're saying is one of the best exercises for seniors is the squat, chair squat, which I just shown you.
Okay.
So if there's any exercise you should do, and you had to choose only one, it would be this one: standing up and sitting down on a chair.
I like the idea of putting your hands on your thighs because you can feel pressure. And then also, does tightening my stomach help too?
Well, it does. I mean, I don't want to get complicated with it because that's what I'm trying to avoid. And people who are just starting out, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to just focus on standing up and sitting back down.
Okay, I got it. What's next?
Now, one of the things you can do too, especially if you guys having issues with balance, a couple of exercises you can do to strengthen your thigh muscles here. Sitting upright, this time your back's going to be against the chair. You're going to sit nice and tall and just lift that foot off the floor and bring it back down.
How high?
Just clear the floor with the foot. Now, the main thing is don't let the foot touch the floor.
Oh, when it comes back down?
Right. Just go down before it touches and lift that thigh up.
Oh.
And you're going to feel that right.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, right that thigh.
Oh, wow.
See that?
Yes.
So that's and it's really effective, right? And then we're going to try the other side. Sit upright.
Gotta be equal.
Lift. That's right. So there we go. So we're gonna go up and down. There's not a high lift. You just want to make sure that foot doesn't touch the floor as you lower the thigh back down.
You really do feel it. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
see?
This is exciting.
And so you could do 5 reps here if you're beginning. I wouldn't do any more than 10. Trust me on that. Okay.
10 per leg, you mean?
10 per side. Right.
Okay.
Now, let's get into the quadricep a little bit more. So we're gonna first start by lifting the foot up off the floor a little bit.
How far apart should our feet be?
Shoulder width.
Oh, okay.
Now from here, the foot's gonna come up off the floor. Now slowly extend that leg out, squeezing your thigh muscles, tighten up the thigh, and then bringing it back slowly. Don't let the foot touch. Go back out again.
I wish you guys could see this.
Really good. So all we're doing, we're just straightening our leg as right out towards the front, and then we're pulling that heel back towards our chair. We're pushing the leg out. You can really feel that thigh firing. That means tightening up. I use, anatomical words.
Firing.
Right. Going out again, and we're gonna bring it back. Okay, now we're gonna try the other side. Foot up off the floor. Now push the heel out toward me.
Ooh.
Now bring it back towards your chair and push it out again slowly.
I went further this on the left leg.
And bring it back and go out again slowly. And you can feel the thigh really tightening up.
And I feel it underneath too.
Yeah. You're gonna feel a little hamstring right in the back of the thigh.
Wow.
Bring it back, and we're gonna go out again, and we're gonna bring it back. Now the cool thing about that is Brenda says she felt it in the back of the thigh. So here's how the body works in terms of anatomy. When you extend the foot out, when you're pushing your leg straight out, the front of the thigh works. It's contracting, meaning the muscles are shortening, and then the back of the leg is stretching, it's lengthening. When you pull the heel back, the back of the thigh muscles, they're shortening because they're contracting, while the front of the thigh muscles is lengthening.
Okay.
You don't really have to remember it unless you want to, but that's the action of your thigh muscle.
Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
I thought, okay. So what else?
The other one too that you can do, you can just sit in the chair and lift the heels up and down slowly, working on your calf muscles.
One at a time or
together?
Okay.
And this is working the muscles in the back of the lower leg, the calf muscles. And again, calf muscles are important to strengthen. Again, it helps with the balance, but you also want to stretch them out as well. Just like that. And you do it slowly, and if you want to add a little resistance, you can place one hand on your thigh and the other hand on the other thigh, and then as you lift up your heels, push down and add some resistance, and that'll give it a little bit more work. That'll give it a little bit more work to do.
I see.
Right.
Ah, boy, I'm learning so much today.
See?
I'm excited.
So that's how you do that. Okay. And I'll show you one more. Let's work on that outer thigh. So we're gonna lift the foot up, and then just now here you gotta watch me. We want to work from the hip joint. Hip. Yeah, Brenda's gonna, if she can move that over, that'll help. Okay, is that good? Good. We want to work from the hip joint, not the knee joint. So we want to go out and bring it back. Now watch my lower leg here. If you go out and the leg goes like this, I don't want that. I want to keep this right in line, the knee in line with the ankle. Move from your hip joint only. Move from the hip joint. You see your foot is still going out.
Oh.
Think about the hip joint moving out to the side.
Okay.
It's hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because the foot wants to do this. You want to get that joint to move out to the side, the hip joint. Out to the side.
So it's small range.
It's small, but you got to be careful. I know you guys can't see this. Let me try something here. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't know if you can see my leg.
I can see your leg.
Okay.
And I'm looking straight ahead.
Okay, hang on. I gotta get my earpiece back in here. All right, sorry guys. Okay, so when I'm gonna try to get my leg up and see if I can get this balance. So my knee is up. Think about moving from the hip. Now look at my lower leg. Don't do this. I want you to think about the hip, moving from the hip and bringing it back in. Yeah, now you have it. Now you got it.
Oh, I see. So I need to be moving the whole leg.
Right.
And I was just moving down lower.
Let me have your arm, your hand. Point to your hip.
Okay.
That just move from the hip bone. Move from the hip bone. There you go.
Ah, I get it now. You know, it's nothing like demonstration, live demonstration.
And so it's very important that you move like that. And that's just going to work that outer hip. And then, of course, you do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to face this way. So watch me if you can. I'm lifting up so move from the hip, like here, right? Now look at my lower leg. As you go out, don't do this.
Okay.
Move from here and then bring it back. Move from here and then bring it from the hip.
Mark, will that help with prevention of deterioration in your hip, so you won't have to have hip replacements?
Okay, that's a tough question because I'm not going to say necessarily that's going to help. First of all, we strengthen the muscles there.
Mm-hmm.
If you have degeneration of the bone, it all depends on how severe the bone is damaged. So I don't think the exercise is going to make up for that.
Okay.
But that's why earlier I said if you do your joint mobility exercise, it will promote synovial fluid, and that's the nutrients to the bone that can perhaps preserve it a little bit.
All right. Well, gee, Mark, thank you. This has been fun, and I hope that my audience has enjoyed this, and you know that you can go to our website and watch this over and over again, as well as YouTube. And I just want to say one thing too, that a part of being healthy and being well and prepared is also making sure that you share with your family what you would like to have or not have at the end of life. If you need that assistance, please give me a call, 206-683-2636. And I do on Zoom, in person, whatever your needs are. Well, Mark, this is about the end for us as far as the show goes, but I want to thank you for everything that you've shown today, and you've encouraged me to find a way to get back into the club.
Good.
But I also know that I have an alternative too by sitting in this chair.
Exactly.
So not this chair, but in a chair.
So that's the start. And make sure whatever you do in exercise, don't overdo it, and get rest. Hydrate yourself and rest. Please recover. Rest.
Yes. And that rest part is really important. I had a great night's rest last night after not having one all week. But listen, just want to thank you all for being here and listening and watching us. Special thanks to Mark Bryant. He has his own show. It comes on at 11:30 on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Fitness Corner.
So please check him out too for more tips. And have a great weekend. I'd like to thank my favorite songstress, Patrice Isley, for her music. And live your life like it's golden. Bye. Have a good weekend, everybody.